were created by destructive energy to trigger the release of technology. Um, if that's one way you want to go, you know, because uh, when technology comes out that you didn't need before it comes out, then you could say like, "Oh, it's good, isn't this excellent?" Then you're, I mean, it's good to have it, you know. It's like it's not good that it exists, right? So, um, as with like technology comes out that is basically used the same way that a what's it called with the um, has something to do with the Templars uh, and religiosity because they draw on their congregation um, to exist, and they promise that for their dedication that they would um, reach a paradise, like a eternal paradise, a bliss, right? So the thing is, given that there's no way that they that there's a bliss rap that they could do that. So what they're going to do is become Wahhabis. They're going to become Wahhabist because they're already Muslims, like mausoleum builders. The mausoleum builders are the Muslims that became the Templars, and they're going to become Wahhabis. Um, Even it sounds funny, but like when they wear the fez that says "I self Lord and Master," the like even like Joe Biden wore that hat, so he's a Muslim. He's in the order, the Muslim order, you know. But anyways, all the technology, no matter how unadvanced or you know advanced and sophisticated, it all exists. It's all somewhere. It's just waiting to be released when you come up with a good word for a bad invention, which is man, uh, created by the destructive energy, right? So, uh, come up with a good word and, um, you know, that will help and assist in the fight against the principalities. Um, we had genres, and then we had a prescient, uh, and so like you know, um, basically it just encourages people to study because you know what I mean. Prescient. Who doesn't want to be prescient when with everything that they say, right? So that encourages people to study. It does what it does. You know, the good word before was genres, and it helped us to define um, the um, type of uh, regional nostalgia or um, effects that are like authentic in different um, uh, classifications of um, media, that are in media, things that preserved in media genres. But we used it, and it kind of overplayed its use, and so there was a time, you know, where It was like you didn't really want people to know if you were smart or if you were like a geek or a bookworm or whatever. Then there's like Revenge of the Nerds, and Buddy Holly, and it was cool and things. But that was actually the thing is that there's two sides of the tracks, right? And it's not a race thing. It's a class war, right? So two side on the other side of the tracks, like you were um, not supposed to like um, advertise your intelligence. So then, yeah, um, how could it be a race thing if the you know okay, I don't want to do that. It just seems that you can't really you do better off talking to a tape recorder, because people will take things about the information personal to mean about them, and you know eventually you just make a game out of um, raising the factor of impossibility beyond absurd, like to where you're still acknowledging it, so you can get a good laugh, a good chuckle, and I think it's appreciated. They respect it. Um, it's just that people only want to work with the terminologies of their indoctrinations, and they can't understand you punking words or breaking them down to have another um, more purposeful meaning for them. Then that's like they feel like that exposes them because they're like you know like guilt by association or some shit like that. Maybe that's why I shouldn't have jumped on the Random Rants of Ryan train, because if I already knew that. Um, yeah, but what it do? Um, what this video start out as about not negative energy, actually, destructive energy. Kali Yuga, Sekhmet, those are destructive energies. Hecate, wait, who is what is? It was in the never-ending story. Nothing is the gift of the black dog, the black dog that was given to Hecate. It's just restructuring of sublime mythology and um, science mysteries, fantasy, science fiction, fantasy. Uh, because there's the science, like they had to have a uh, platform. It's just programming, just like the buttons on the remote control on the VCR.